So welcome to another session on business models. This session is going to look at impact mapping. This is usually the high-level view of an impact of a goal of a change. We have a goal in the business, what we want to achieve at the end, and therefore the requirements to achieve that goal. Now, when we talk about requirements in this case, we're not talking about requirements as in particular features or products themselves to the minute degree. This is looking at the bigger picture. Like to a certain extent, we do. If you ever see my videos on some of the life cycles, right at the very beginning, we're looking at the requirement of the project, what the project needs overall. This could be considered as a slightly step down from that, or above it, looking at from the impact and the requirements from the business perspective of what we need to have in place. So we always start off in this case with what it is we want to achieve. So what do we actually need to achieve here? What is the goal of the organization here? Put on more training courses, for instance, provide a better access to a railway station, for example. What's the goal here? And this therefore explains why are we here, right? So this is the first thing which looks at the goal overall, because what we need to look at that is what are the requirements that come out of that the project needs to consider and the business needs to consider for the project to deliver this solution, okay? So we have the goal and the requirements. So the goal here is to say produce, to deliver more training courses, for example. Right? From that, we now understand who we need to have in place. So we have the actors, right? The who do we need to have in place to help drive that particular change? Do we need more people? Have we got people in the system already? Which could obviously therefore lead sometimes to others, because we might need other people from other parts of the industry, or there is an impact on other people in other parts of the industry too. So we need to know what that impact will be on those people. Right. And after that, because we've understood that part, now we need to look at the impact of the change we have put in place. Now we look at the impact, right? And this is understanding how we're going to go ahead and do this, right? How do we put this change in place? What's the method we do that? And therefore, sometimes you need to consider various methods, because we may need to have a look at alternatives in place. Right. But this is just the usual way of using this particular mapping. It's just not limited to this. So we have impacts, and therefore the change, how do we go ahead it, and any alternative we may have to have in place. So this is looking at the how part. Because what that's all leading to is obviously leading to the final deliverable down here. And this is the end of the what. So this is the deliverable. What we need to get at the end. So really the goal will actually come down and hopefully drive that deliverable here and get the solution out. So this ends up being the what is it we're looking to achieve. And therefore, how do we get there from there? Right. So that can craft and give us a better understanding of the solution in place that we need to have in place from a bigger picture point of view. And therefore, what's the impact of those changes? What alternatives do we have to, look at the different impacts of those changes to enable to achieve that, which now is sending more courses, and therefore the systems within and outside our organisation to help us do that. So this is impact mapping in a sort of a very straightforward format. So thank you for listening. I hope that's helped. Any other questions, do not hesitate to let me know through the Sustainable PM channel which you are on, and do click subscribe, because obviously that way you'll get notified of any other new videos and new material that comes up online. Thank you.